For the alternate versions of Hajime Hinata, see Izuru Kamakura or World Destroyer. What? World Destroyer? I never heard of that. Anyway, hi guys, it's me, Hajime, and I'll be just reading my own Wikipedia because sometimes I don't even know what it look like. Oh, here it is. Okay, then I'll get started. So, when I first played the game, no, not even talking in character. When I first played the game, it was a few months ago. Last year, because it's already 2021. Hajime was not my favorite character. I'm so sorry. But after a few things happened, I began to like him a little. That's why I even pretend I'm him sometimes. But yeah, I wanted to read his Wikipedia because I wanted to know more about him. It's kind of unfair that I want to know more about a character. I think I know everything if I don't even read the own Wikipedia. So that's why I'll be doing that. Hajime Hinata is a student of Hope Academy's class 7B. I even forgot there were classes. And the participants of the killing school trip featured in Danganronpa 2. He doesn't remember his talents at the beginning of the killing game. So, his title is the ultimate interrogation. Okay, he along with the class 77B returns in Danganronpa 3. Wait, what? To explore the school life leading up to the tragedy. Wait, I didn't show up in the... Okay, maybe I'm missing something. See, I knew it. I'm so clueless about everything. Hajime has short, spiky-ish brown hair with an ahoge that moves according to his emotions. I kinda know about that, but it's so weird that it looks like brown, but at the same time, it looks like green, dark green. Or am I just blind that I can't even see the hair color? He wears a simple white shirt with the emblem of his previous high school embroidered on the hem. I can't read. Along with a green tie which also bears the same emblem. He also wears dark pants and red and white sneakers. During his time in Hope Speak Academy, he wore a black Reserve Corps student uniform, which are the same clothes he wears as Izuru Kamakura. Okay, that is, I didn't know that because there was this little thing in his pockets. I had no idea what it was. Yeah, I'm stupid. Hajime's eyes have straight lines running across his pupils, resembling a prohibition symbol. His eyes turn dark orange-red with symbols resembling target radars when he leaves the Izuru. After the two personalities merge, his left eye remains red, while the other reverts to his natural eye color, with the design of both eyes having adapted Izuru's target radar design. In some of his artworks, I see that the other eye is completely red and the other is normal. I never saw that in the game, but maybe that's because I just went for the true ending on my first try. So I didn't pick despair or hope. I just went with nothing. I didn't even know. I was just waiting for it to repeat. Inside the simulation during the ending of the second game, Hajime also gained an awakened form, with his hair turning white and his eyes becoming just like those of Izuru. In addition, he was completely enveloped in a lightning-like aura. In other words, he became Super Saiyan. In Super Danganronpa 2.5, what? When he's supposedly once again inside the simulation, his eyes have turned red again. No! But he's otherwise his usual self and wears his black Hope Speak Academy uniform. In the official art book, as well as in Chiaki Nanami and Nekomaru Nidai's free time events, it's implied that Hajime has some muscle and he has done some exercise. I have? I don't remember that. However, he's mentioned as the type who looks thinner when dressed. Though never seen in the game, the official art book show that he has dark blue trunks with white cherry blossom pattern? What? Which are even described as fashionable. Apparently he does not show them, even to his closest friend. And his underwear is normally a mystery, humorously referencing the bonus mode. Add a photo to this gallery. No, I don't have anything to add. I mean, I have, but... Hajime seems cynical at first glance, but it would be more accurate to describe him as a realist. He is quite skeptical and tends to worry more than the other students, but his words are usually understandable. He is logical and keen, often annoyed by the ideas of not being able to understand someone or something at all. He tends to be quite serious, but he does joke around and often goes along with his classmates. Eccentric hobbies anyway. and sometimes smiles awkwardly and sheepishly while his friends engage in some of their usual weird behavior. He is sometimes annoyed by some of his classmates, and can be snarky towards them in his thoughts as well as blunt while speaking to them, though he's more frank than sarcastic or mean-spirited, though sometimes a bit submissive, especially with bossy girls. What? He's not afraid to speak his mind and can be rude if annoyed enough. For example, after enjoying Hyoko's attitude during her free times event, he finally ends up stating, "I don't even care anymore." Wait, that happened? Well, I didn't play the other characters' routes because I don't really like them, but I guess I should start doing that. He can sometimes be short-tempered and snap at others, especially when he's tired or under pressure. He was also quite paranoid during the start of the game and didn't have much interest in friendship. But he later really wanted to believe his classmates and felt bad after doubting them during the class trials, though he understood it was necessary. He sometimes regretted exposing the murders, as shown after singling out the murder in Chapter 3. I don't even remember who was the murder in Chapter 3. Hajime's more aggressive personality? I thought he was aggressive throughout the whole game. In some parts he's not, but when he was talking to Nag, he became even more annoyed in further trials, especially with Nag. It's well demonstrated in the scene in Nagaropa Tree. Again, I didn't watch the anime. Call me a fake fan. I'm still gonna watch. I just don't know when. In which he attempts to punch Izuru Kamakura. Who's that? After he spoke in a very condescending and dehumanizing manner, and slapped Chisa Yuzumi's hand away in anger when she tried to help him. Whee! Which is notably different from the way the other protagonists would have behaved. So you see, in the Japanese version, his more blunt personality is also showing his way of speaking. During non-stop debates, he uses the phrase so that's wrong. While Makoto Nagi says, "That's wrong," using this yo at the end of a sentence, which is more polite. Oh, which is perceived as impolite and more masculine. Another example of this is how he uses the more masculine and boastful word. Oh, I see. So we all know that Makoto is just too kind, he's too much of a baby. Notably, he also referred to Junko Enoshima as an insane bitch, which is something Makoto wouldn't do even in the case of his worst enemies. Due to his more irritable personality, both Monokuma and Nag have more or less jokingly compared Hajime to a tsundere. Well, Nag calling him Tsun hair, and Monokuma outright calling him tsundere. Despite his flaws, Hajime is generally pleasant and easily accepts kindness and thoughtfulness to others around him. He genuinely cares about everyone, just like every other protagonist, right? Although he may have trouble understanding or relating to his classmates, he is tolerant of everyone's eccentric personalities and quirks, and is always willing to listen and give advice. Okay, one more reason to love him. The official art book reinforces this by saying that he spends his time talking to everyone and gets along great with both the girls and the guys in free time events. He makes even the most antisocial characters feel more relaxed, and they often reveal things about themselves they wouldn't tell anyone. Yeah, due to this particular trait, Ryuhiko Kurzoryu thinks that Hajime's talent might be the ultimate counselor, and Nag calls him the ultimate serenity. So, I do have a talent after all. It's also heavily implied that Hajime is romantically inexperienced, appearing somewhat shy, even naive about the topic. He once mentioned that he hadn't really thought about it and has never asked a girl on dates. However, during free time events and especially during Iceland mode, several characters appear to have a romantic interest in Hajime, and he sometimes responds by flirting, dating, or even forming actual, non-canon, relationships with them. He is sometimes shown to be a bit gullible with other characters showing interest in him, with he himself admitting that he is kind of dense. During Hyoko's Sayonji shot through the heart event, ironically, he incorrectly assumes Peko Pekoyama has romantic feelings for him during the free time events. No! Peko belongs to Fuyuhiko. Well, actually, she's one of the few characters who is confirmed to not have any feelings towards him. See? What a loner. What a useless loner. No, I'm sorry, I'm joking. Although he tries to hide it, Hajime is very insecure about his lack of talent, and it bothers him deeply. This causing him to admire Speak Academy more than anything, And then the freaking school just had to betray him. Betray me. Betray us. As he believed that attending the school would fix his problem. He wished to be a part of something bigger than himself, to become more confident and someone he can be proud of. Seriously, you don't need to look up to something like that to feel powerful or talented, because you're special just the way you are. He wished to be part of something bigger than himself, to become more confident and someone he can be proud of. He felt bitter about being just a reserve corps student. Jackie was the one who guided Hajime to see the reality, that whether or not he had a talent was irrelevant. It was largely due to her support and encouragement that he was finally able to overcome despair and gain true confidence. After Hajime awakens from the Neo World program, he preserves his memories and identifies as Hajime Hinata, accepting that the future includes countless possibilities that can sometimes end in failure. As of Hope arc, it is revealed that Hajime and Izuru's personalities are mixed. Oh no, not Izuru. I hate that guy. Though he identifies as Hajime and acts mostly like him, having the capability to feel, he still becomes bored easily at times, and sometimes his demeanor resembles more Izuru than Hajime. He is also capable of using Izuru's talent, which makes him the strongest person in the world, if he has reasons to be. After fusing with Izuru's identity, becoming a new person, carrying Hajime's name, oh my god, he gained Izuru's ability to use all the non-ultimates talents that have been researched at Hope's Peak Academy. For all I know, they just took this innocent guy and then just messed with his brain. Also, I don't understand why Izuru has black long hair. His hair is brown, right? Brown. How? Hajime possesses many talents such as the ultimate analyst, the ultimate soldier, etc. He's the ultimate everything. Unlike other people seen with the ultimate analyst talents, Hajime is much more capable of feeling emotion and lacks constant boredom. However, he still feels bored at times, mostly because of his heightened analyzing skills. I don't really like that. I don't like boring because boring is neutral. Hajime has heightened physical strength, reflexes, and speed, to the point of being superhuman. He's capable of defeating several armed and skilled people in a few minutes. He's also seen easily bending metal and ripping a human-sized hole in a sturdy wall. Similar to Rizzo, Hajime seems to be capable of being more cold-blooded when needed, as he badly wounded and likely killed people who were threatening his friends. Okay. Hajime utilized an incredible talent that could bring back the comatose students alive for the New World program. It could be the talents related to therapists, neurologists, or programming, as these talents were held by the creators of the New World program. See, he's like the most talented person in the whole world. Thanks to, I don't know if that's a blessing, because he gets bored. Though, considering the fact he was imbued with every talent known to Hope's Peak Academy, it could easily be a combination of the three. That sounds like a really cool talent to have. Ever since he was a kid, Hajime admired Hope's Peak Academy and dreamed of attending it. As we all know, when the game started, he was like, well, I admire Hope's Peak Academy. For me, it's like a dream to be part of it. So that he could feel less talent and less boring, but that's not exactly what happened. Hope's Peak Academy exploited Hajime's feelings of admiration towards Hope and talent just to use him as a lab rat. Oh my god. They're the rats. All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that could interfere with acquiring talent were exercise. All of his memories of the past were forcibly suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind. By directly interfering with his brain, the Academy transformed Hajime into a completely different person, whose personality is talented itself. He was meant to be the fruit of all the research produced by Hope's Peak Academy staff, a genius among geniuses, possessing various talents, and he was named Izuru Kamakura after the Academy's founder. Izuru was known as the symbol of mankind's hope, and he was given the title of Ultimate Hope. As we already heard that word before, it was Nag. Call me the Ultimate Hope. Yeah, no, the Ultimate Hope is actually Makoto. To protect such rare talents and prevent the public from discovering their human experimentation, the Academy completely concealed out evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. They were like, okay, let's start something, and since it didn't work, they were like, okay, that actually never happened, what are you talking about? And right now, they're just gonna And right now they're just gonna talk about the anime, which I haven't read. It's way better to just watch. At least I think. Also, there could be spoilers. Oh, okay. So in the demo version of the third game, Hajime appears alongside Yasuhiro and Makoto. Hajime and Makoto working as Kaede Akamatsu's upperclassmates. Now everything is explained. I never saw Yasuhiro. It's so bad that some people just forget he's a character. Like, Yasuhiro is my man. I like him. Even though it's not my favorite, I just think he deserves more recognition. Because he was really funny, even though kinda useless in the first game. However, the ending majorly implies that they actually work together with Monokuma and appears to be just actors. They all compliment each other for doing good work, leave the set, and mention working together in the future. What? Okay, that's weird. In the non-canon bonus mode, Hajime is a reserve corps student from Public Academy who plans to participate in the Izuru Kamakura project in order to become talented. However, after playing video games with Chiaki and listening to her and other students' advice, he ultimately chose not to join the project as he realized that being talented isn't the goal. The goal is to get some girls. This allows him to continue his friendship with Chiaki, and he also becomes very good friends with her classmates. However, the bonus mode also includes a course with Izuru as the playable character. While Chiaki still tried to talk to him and want to play games with him, there was no mention of him being formerly Hajime, leaving the situation quite ambiguous. Furthermore, Monami was seen giving Hajime wise encouragement, while in Izuru's case, only Monami works as his supervisor of sorts. Izuru doesn't want to be helped. Oh, and talking about Izuru, I don't like him because even some people say he's the same person as Hajime. It's true, they are the same person, but at the same time, they have completely different personalities. So, because of that, I don't think they deserve to be called, oh, same person. After choosing to participate in the Izuru Kamakura project, Hajime had no idea that the procedure would transform him into another person. See? Another person. During the project, Hajime's memories and personality were forcefully erased, in the process of making him a person whose specialty is talent itself. And then his personality was completely taken over by Izuru's. As Izuru, Hajime had no recollection of known knowledge. Yeah, he lived as one with Izuru, their two personalities merging and coexisting. So when he woke up from his coma, I think that's what happens because it ends with them in the Iceland having to become a better person. Because obviously Hajime is perfect, but Izuru is just bleh. Like, do we even need to talk about Nanami? She was like the most important person. I'm not going to read this part. And the AI version? Like, what does this mean? Hajime chose to be close to the AI version of Chiaki over the course of the history of the story. Hajime and Chiaki are frequently shown to be together in cutscenes and events. And also, if you view any Danganronpa video, there will be Chiaki, and that's because of the things that happen in the game. Chiaki is the closest person to Hajime. Nag is like, what? When the Battle of Hope and Despair ends and Hajime and the 70 class get on the ship, Hajime sees an illusion of her talking to him, smiling as he tells him to move forward the future. It was just an illusion. It's heavily implied that Hajime isn't fully aware of her presence, as he does directly speak with her nor look at her, seemingly speaking to himself with the hope she taught him, and then walking past her as she was over him with a smile. And then Nag, not gonna read, it's not important, we all know what happened. Oh my god, this is so cute. I didn't even know they had a Izuru one. It is true, when I first played the game, I wasn't really interested in the Hajime character. For me, he was just like any other protagonist, just like Makoto or Kaede or Shuichi even. They're all different for now, even though I really like the other characters, the other protagonists. For me, Makoto was the best until I found out Hajime. At first, I thought Hajime was like his brother or it was like Makoto but older. I started not really liking, but then as the more I played, the more I saw that he hated the Nag character. And when he becomes awakened, I call him Hajime. Started liking him more when he was relating to me. I don't know about the talentless part, since all the other characters have talents and he's the only one that does not have any. But the thing is, I'm very mad because Hajime doesn't get enough attention from the fandom. It's always seen as a orange juice drinker and a dumb person because of the dialogues of the game. Even if you look normal or just people call you normal, people actually can relate to him of having no gifts, having no talents, having nothing important to talk about yourself. Oh, did I learn from reading this? Oh yes, I learned so much. Actually, I think I already knew all of this. The birthday, I celebrated the birthday by baking an orange cake. The most unpopular opinion that I have is that I don't ship Komahina or Hinanami. I don't ship either of these. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching my video and consider subscribing if you want. I'll be posting new videos soon, hopefully. Thank you.